So welcome to another episode of Paul's Asian Adventure. Hey guys, on this one I wanted to talk about something I just saw and made me think a bit. Like, sometimes I see foreigners here. I mean, this foreigner specifically was, a guy and he's 35. He was probably over 6 feet tall. I would consider him average to good looking guy, and was with this, I would call her basically an ugly Filipina, and I mean, compared to the average here in the US, I think she would be average, but here I'd consider her not very good looking. Ugly might be a strong word, but anyway, and I've seen it with many guys here, like guys coming out here marrying women with 8 kids from 5 different guys, and I'm like, there's so much good women here. Why are they choosing the bottom of the barrel? And that's what I want to discuss today, so let's get into it. So, as I said in my intro about men coming out here to would consider way above average even in the States and meeting way below average women here, what is it that causes that? And I started thinking, what causes someone to do that? And the only conclusion I could come up with was, are men so beaten down in the West that they believe that they don't deserve anything better than what they get, in the West? Why do guys come out here to have chances to get some of the most beautiful women? She doesn't have to be a dumbass. She can be articulate. She can be nice. She can be loving, kind of a homebody. And why on earth would you choose that? Choose a low-value woman, basically, when you can have a high-value woman. And the conclusion I came to is, I think men in the West are so beat down that that's basically all they believe they deserve, or their self-confidence is so low that when a woman like that pays them any attention, they think they've won jackpot. Not sure, we'll go into what other reasons it could be, but I'd like you guys to comment below what you think it is. Now, of course, the other reasons I've discussed before in my channel is some guys, they talk to a girl for 6 months, a year before coming out here, and they meet her at the airport. And then, that's the girl they know, that's the girl they feel comfortable with. They're scared to go out of their, I was going to say security zone, not security, but their comfort zone. And they'd rather live a life like that. I know guys living here in the Philippines that are not happy in their relationship, their long-term relationship, but they feel comfortable. They'd rather be comfortable and miserable than take a chance and be happy. And I've seen this over and over and over again, and it makes me wonder. Now, I see this happen a lot to people I call like weaker guys who are basically alcoholics, guys who drink every day. They don't have much going, they don't really care. As long as they get their alcohol every day, they're happy, Kind of like me, as long as I get my coffee every day, I'm happy. Talking about that, let me drink my coffee. Actually, it's tea today. I've already had my 2 cups of coffee, but I've got to have some tea in between my talking. So that is another reason. So is the low and the other reason is the low self-confidence, and it's the same. It's basically you're beat down in the West by these women. I mean, one thing you'll notice if you come here and you haven't met a woman and you just come here and just alone, you'll notice how friendly women are, how flirty they are, how if you flirt with them and they have no interest in you, how they will smile and flirt back even though they're not interested. And that's just the Filipino way of doing things. They're always smiling, laughing, having a good time. And this has happened to many people I know, happened to me included. And even when you go to a restaurant and you ask for something, you can flirt with the waitress. She kind of flirts back and laugh. And it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean they're interested in you. Maybe they are, but it doesn't have to mean that necessarily. It's just the way of being. So that also will help build your self-confidence living here. And I think most men that come here, their self-confidence increases a lot. So is the beating down the non-flirtatious women in the West is meeting girls at the airport, and it's your mindset. It's the mindset of low expectation. When you have that mindset of low expectation, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to get, I would say, exploited by these low value women. Exploited might be a harsh word, but they will, I wouldn't say even take advantage, but they'll jump on the opportunity. Let me put it that way. They will jump on the opportunity to get you, because they know actually they are low value women and that they don't really have a chance on a guy like you, and yet you give them the attention, you give them the time, you're giving them your resources, you give them everything they ever dreamt of, and they're considered a low value woman here in the Philippines, and you're considered a high value man. So remember that when you come here. We are not talking apples and oranges here. We're not talking oranges and oranges. We're talking apple and oranges. It's a completely different playground, completely different rules. The way you date out here is different. The way you approach women is different. The way you flirt is different. Everything is different out here. And you just being from the West, you're just considered higher value. I mean, I've seen guys, 75 years old with big stomachs with beautiful women. So remember that when you come out here. I wouldn't suggest that you do that. I mean, I always say be the best you can be, no matter where you are. Be the best you can be. Work out, read, enlighten yourself where you're going, about the area, learn the history, learn about the people, do the research, and don't get into the trap of dating low value women because it's easy pluckings, okay? Stick to your principles, know what you want, make a list of what you want. And if these women don't meet that list, next them. I've suggested this in many videos, but I'll say it again just to say it, but date for a year or two before you commit. Date for a year or two and then start committing. Start looking for a long-term relationship. Get to know the area, get to know the system, the way it works here and everything before committing. So with that, I know this is a shorter video. I don't want to keep it too long and drag it out. But remember, when you come out here, things change. Do not talk to people. If you're planning to live here, don't go online and start talking to women online. Get out here and flirt with the girls and meet the women. Now, when it comes to the type of women, I'll cover that in another video. I've already covered that, but I'll go more in depth in another video, more in depth than I have done before. So with that, I thank you for watching to the end. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share this video if you think it's been worth something to you, and hit the like button and comment below on your thoughts about the subject matter. Take care and see ya.